Ingo, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining. Now, before we got the news of the offer and the acceptance of the board, Bloomberg was reporting that Osram was looking for an offer of 36 euros a share. What you got was 35. Are you satisfied with the offer?
Good morning, Naya. Thanks for having me on the show. Obviously, we support the offer, so we find it attractive. It's attractive for our shareholders. They get a 23% premium compared to a 3 months rolling VWAP at an enterprise value of approximately 4 billion euros. It's attractive to the company. We will remain self-standing. The consortium supports the strategy of the company, so a lot of business continuity for our business partners. It's attractive to our employees. A lot of provisions, labor provisions will stay intact, collective bargain agreements, co-determinations, and the pensions are safeguarded for our people. And it's an attractive consortium. They're very well experienced with significant transformations of corporates, which is something that Osram is undergoing right now. So yes, we support the offer.
Yes, talk to me a little bit about exactly how Osram is going to benefit, because it's been a bit of a tough time for you, to say the least. You've had 6 profit warnings in a little over a year. How is this going to change things for Osram on that front?
Yeah. So let me just say that we had 3 profit warnings over the last 15 months or so, unfortunately, because our business environment had changed dramatically. If you look at the automotive industry and the downturn that we're clearly seeing in all companies in that industry, and also China, which is 20% of the company's business, of course, sees a major downward trend so far this year. Bain, Carlyle bring with them a lot of experience in transforming portfolios in such environments. They have deep knowledge of our industries. We have a lot of access to the expertise, and they will also support us financially with investments in terms of R&D and also mergers and acquisitions. So overall, they will help us to continue to build the portfolio around our photonic strategy.
What kind of portfolio transformation might we see then? Because one of the challenges for you is your exposure to the auto and the smartphone markets.
Right. The automotive market is undergoing fundamental change at this point in time, but we see a lot of still growth opportunities there in the future, especially if you look at autonomously driving vehicles and the sensor value. We'll still see a lot of LED penetration in lighting, interior and exterior lighting. In those cars, we see the digitization of light still continuing. And of course, the automotive business and our traditional has still a lot of potential from an aftermarket perspective, where we can still strengthen our portfolio beyond what we have today.
Ingo, will the management structure be affected at all? And if so, how?
The Bain Carlyle consortium supports management and supports also the business models that we have. Like they are like us. They are committed to margin improvement and growth strategies and cash flow generation. So in that sense, they support our current setup and will, of course, help us to drive the business forward.
What sort of response then? Tell me a little bit more about the response you've had from shareholders to this offer and the acceptance of it.
Well, obviously, the offer is just out, officially supported by us last night, so we don't have much feedback yet. But overall, I think we will receive very good support. Again, it's a 23% premium. It values the company on the base of the 2020 consensus was 9 times EBITDA, which is significantly above what the current consensus has. If you look at the 2019 multiples, we would be in the double-digit range. So from that perspective, I think it's an attractive offer also for our shareholders.
Ingo, I know this news has just broken about Bain and Carlyle basically taking over Osram Licht. But looking forward, how long do you expect this situation with Bain and Carlyle at the helm to continue? Are we talking about a year, 2 years, 5 years, longer?
Well, obviously, first we need to go through the process right now, which will take us to early September, which is the end approximately of the acceptance rate. And then we will see how we continue to develop the company, how much we will build, and what other things we will do with the company. But that's something also you should please ask Bain and Carlyle.